Hi guys, Dave Brons here. Today I just thought I'd give you a quick introduction to attenuators and load boxes. And basically what an attenuator is it takes the output of an amp and converts the power into heat so you can turn it down to a sensible kind of volume. And today to demonstrate how this works, I've got this Trainwreck amp clone, which is built with the help from the guys from Watkins.com. But this amp is really sensitive to impedance changes, and impedance is basically the relationship between how the amp sees the speaker and how they move together. And when you've got a load box or attenuator, basically the harder you turn it down, usually what happens is the tone goes really thin and it sends the impedance kind of way out, and the speaker and the relationship between the speaker and the amp is kind of goes a bit weird. And this amp is really sensitive to that, and the reason for that is because it runs off it's all power amp distortion. So when I've got the volume up, it's and then for cleans I just turn the volume down on the guitar. So basically it runs full tilt, so there's no way I can use this amp at home like full volume. It'd just be incredibly loud. I'll give you a quick blast. Insane, and that's like the quietest it goes. It's only like 10 watts, but it's just mind-blowing. Okay, so I use this low box, and this particular one from is by 2 Notes. It's the Torpedo Reload, and this box is great. Has loads of extra features which we're not going to talk about today, but in particular you can just using it as an attenuator. I'm plugged into the amp here. Out from the back of the amp goes into the Torpedo Reload, and then it goes into my speaker, and I basically control the volume from here. And if I want, I can turn it all the way off for silent recording. Another cool feature is this contour button, which kind of you can use to compensate as you turn it down quite a bit lower. You can use it to compensate for the loss of treble frequencies, but also acts as a sort of modern vintage sound. It's modern. So two extreme settings there. So basically, I guess the modern sound is that kind of scooped, more Metallica-esque sound, and the vintage one is that more kind of mid-rangey, honky tone. There's loads of other features on the Reload, which I'm going to demonstrate now. The final thing is how to use it with power amp distortion. As you know, the thing with Van Halen and all those guys, the power amp distortion is that kind of fat sound. The difference but basically what that means is you can't have an effects loop. Because any delay effects that go before, if the power amp's distorting, they just sound really terrible, and reverb and stuff like that, it sounds really nasty. So you have to find a way of putting the effects after the amp, basically. So in the studio that's easy. You just mic your cab up, put it through a reverb unit, and that's the way they used to do it. But obviously live that can get a little bit tricky. With the Torpedo Reload it does that for you, so I'm just going to demonstrate that now. As you can see, we've got quite a few connections on the back. So here you can see where the speakers plugged in and the amp's plugged in. And here on this socket it says load box output, and basically what that means is it's the sound of the amp that you're getting. And what I've done is I've taken the output of the amp here, and I've plugged it into my effects, my TC Electronic via the 2 Notes Torpedo Live, and that adds a sort of speaker simulation to it as well. So now we can add delay effects and all that kind of stuff post power amp, which is really nice. So I'll show you how that works. So you can hear the delays coming in there. So yeah, so that's another great thing about this is that you can take the output from the amp and put it in either into your computer or into your effects. So for me, for working with Amp Distortion and then putting the effects after, this is a great solution for me. So in terms of the benefits, you get a lot of features for the money. It is it's not the cheapest low box out there, to be honest, but it is the most versatile, and I'll be doing other videos to cover other aspects of kind of how you do reamping with it and how you use it as a DI box and stuff like that. I hope that wasn't too rambly. It's just a quick video I decided to put together on the spur of the moment just before I start recording some parts for the album. So if you have any questions about load boxes, I've tried most of them, the ones on the market. I'll answer questions about any load box if I know how it works, or if you've got any questions about the Torpedo Reload as well. I'll try to do my best to answer those, although to be fair, I've just got the unit, so I'm learning how to use it myself. Thanks for listening, I hope that was useful. Subscribe to the channel, check out Two Notes website for their stuff, and yeah, take care.